Because everyone that play games in this truth, that don't understand the depth of this truth, that they don't grasp, so that they can be niggas. The Most High going to destroy them in the wilderness.
It's true. It's terrible, man.
Look, the Most High going to save you because honestly you went out there, you did the work. So the Most High is a good boss, he's going to pay you, man.
And you want to know something about the wilderness too, is that the first salvation, you had the Jakes that were dying in Egypt, when the Lord still had like a certain portion of Israelites that went through the sea when it's split into two. But then not all of them made it to the they made it through the way in the wilderness, but they didn't make it to the promised land.
They didn't make it. In fact, that generation that came out of Egypt didn't make it to the wilderness.
You see what I'm saying?
It's their children, some of their children,
That's right.
who hearkened,
That's right.
who followed Caleb,
Yeah.
and Yahweh Shabbat to Joshua.
That's right.
They're the one who made it, you know.
Even the ones that gave bad reports said, oh, let's not go. The Lord
Yeah,
them too.
exactly.
The ones that gave bad report, man.
Right.
Said, bring those people that bring bad reports so I can deal with them.
Right.
You know?
And Yahweh shall say as well, bring those who don't want me to rule over them. Bring them thither so I can slay them.
Let them perform.
So it's like sometimes let's grow up, man.
Right.
How can you be in the truth and trying to be a nigga in the truth? And I mean by nigga, hating the next brother for no reason. It's not a strong reason. The reason is rebuke and speaking truth. And then the other guy is like hating you because you expose his sin.
Yeah. Well, and also, you know, when it comes to that wilderness now, you know, the reason why I used that other wilderness as an example was because, you know, the Lord might deliver people, but then bring them to the wilderness.
And that's what I'm saying.
Like happened at that time, but not everyone's gonna make it through that wilderness like it happened previously, man.
So just because you know, don't just aim for the don't just aim for the chariot, aim for what? The kingdom.
That's right.
Because you may be saved, the Most High gonna transform you,
Let's get it, man.
and then he gonna get you, you know, finish it, and then we're gonna get it, man. Because we have to get it.
Yea, I say unto you, fear him. Finish.
Come on. Fear who? Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, man. You got to fear him, man.
Because he holds the keys to Hades.
Of course.
He holds the keys
And
to
when you say Hades, Hades is not really, that's a Greek term.
hell, you know.
Hell, this is hell.
Hell right here.
There's no such thing as hell. There's no place called hell where you die and you go to hell. That's Christian philosophy. Hell is this one. Hell is the condition. Hell is the grave.
That's right, that's right.
When you die, you go to the Shemayim, you rest for a while, and after that you return back to pay for your past deeds on earth. This is the time, this is the place of judgment.
And that's why I said yesterday I saw the place of the judgment that good was there.
Get it. Ecclesiastes, go to it before the brother get it. Ecclesiastes 3 and 16.
Because hell just means you know, the grave and suffering. Jonah
Yeah.
this situation as hell. You know? I got the wilderness one though.
Yeah, it's coming. Hold on. It's gonna look for Ecclesiasticus. Because we have to deal with things as we go, man.
It's like decently and in order.
You know?
Is it the Apocrypha?
No. Ecclesiastes is in the Old Testament.
What verse?
Huh?
Where?
Verse 16. 3 and 16.
16.
You start 15 if you want and go to 16.
We said 15, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 15.
That's right.
That which hath been is now,
Right. That which have been is now.
and that which is to be hath already been.
Right. Go on.
And Yahweh requireth that which is past.
That's 16.
That's not
15.
the one though.
Go to 16. Go to
There's
16.
one that says the
Go to
place
16.
of-
Go on.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 16.
Yeah.
And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment,
Under the sun, the earth.
that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there.
Right. So that's the place of judgment.
That's right.
That's why he say nothing what has been, okay, is now. And he says Yahweh requires the past.
That's right. That's right.
So your past life, he requires it. Whatever you did in your past life, you will come back and pay for it. And the way where you pay for it's like when you go to when a goon he kills someone and gets something and the soldier got caught, right? He go to a place of judgment where that's where
Court.
you go to court. Now where does he leave the judgment?
In the prison, isn't it?
Right. So it's the same
Right.
thing.
right.
So you go to the heaven, that's where the judge is, Yahweh.
That's right.
You go there, he judge you after a while, and then you come back as a baby on earth
That's right.
to leave the judgment, wherever judgment you have. That's why you got people that was born blind, born sick, born crippled. That's the judgment.
That's right. That's right.
See?
You know, the place under the sun. You know, this earth is under the sun, man. So it says righteousness and wickedness was there. You know, so the earth is the what's under the sun, the earth, and we're seeing righteousness and wickedness on the earth. You know, we're performing righteousness, whereas the people in the world are performing wickedness, man. You know?
Shalom, brother.
All right, my bro. Thank you for the book. I appreciate that, my bro. I appreciate that.
That's nice of him, man.
Appreciate that, my brother.
Your brother still.
Okay, so this is
I wanted to pray for him, bro.
Yeah. We will.
that's a nice heart, though.
I wanted to pray for him.
But this is Ezekiel, chapter 20 and verse 33. As I live, saith Yahweh
Oh,
power.
that shit touched me, man. Brother came and gave me a book like that, man. That's the guy. This guy, the Most High will do something. I'm afraid that the Most High really wake him up, man. I pray, man. When the Most High touch his heart, man. When the Most High give him that spirit that he needs, so he can be transformed at the right time, man. And every demon that is stopping the brother from seeing the light, and by Shema Mashak Yahushai, man, I rebuke you. Amen.
That's right.
All right.
This is Ezekiel.
But did you get it? Did you get it? That thing about reincarnation? Did you get it though?
Yeah, you got it, yeah.
Did you get it? Now, before you go, read Revelation. Revelation 20 and 14. Talking about hell. Let me explain you something quickly. Revelation 20, Malak, you go and read it. You just have to.
Yeah.
12, yeah?
Yeah, Revelation 20 and 14.
This is Revelation, chapter 20, verse 14.
Dada.
And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire.
Right, so look. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. What does it mean?
Because these bodies are hell. So this is the Israelites being in a lowest state. That's gone, man.
This is the second death.
Right. Death and hell, man.
Obviously, the first death was on earth, right?
No,
The first and the second death on hell. The first death.
The first death was on earth. Let's talk about after, yeah.
No. The first death, yeah, is on earth, which is the Noah. Dying by what? By water.
Yeah.
By way of water.
Yeah.
The second death is on earth,
Fire.
but it's by way of fire.
The missiles.
Do you understand that?
That's right.
That's the second death. When he say the lake of fire, because Paul was taken into the spirit and he saw it from high above.
Right.
And when you see things from high above, fire would be like a lake. But it was the missile. It was the missile that was dropping and destroying people, man.
That's right. They're using ancient terminology to describe the future.
Okay?
So they will say like an arrow. They won't really say the missile in the Bible. It's obvious.
Let me try and read the NFT and see what it says.
I got one precept though.
Yeah, I'm coming, my love. Coming. I won't read it and then you can move on to that one. So, he says, then death and the grave were thrown into the lake of fire. Yep. The lake of fire is the second death.
Right.
See? So here is the grave.
That's right.
Because hell is the grave as well, but it's the condition. The graveyard, the word, that's hell, man. You know?
Yeah, This is Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 1. A false balance. Proverbs chapter 11 verse 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord,
Right.
but a just way is his delight.
Break down, break
So
it
you know
down.
how the brother was saying how during the time of Noah it was water. So what's the opposite of water?
Right. Fire.
Fire.
Right.
So the Lord deals with balance.
Right. Even in 2nd Ezra 7, it talks
Yeah.
about that place where before you go there, you have to walk one person at a time.
Yeah, yeah.
And on your right, I believe you got water.
Yeah.
On your left, something like that. But on that's one
What's
side.
that? What's that?
Second Ezra 7,
What
14.
you talking about?
It was talking about. It was showing you, like you say, man. So on your right there was fire and water. It means that if you jump into the sea, you're gonna drown.
That's right.
Most likely, if you're not the best swimmer, you're gonna drown. If you jump into fire, what's gonna happen?
Man,
You're gonna be burned. So it was saying that, in order for you not to die or perish, you gotta walk into that path of ours. You see that the truth is
Narrow
that
path.
path, narrow path, man. That's why all the thing that you see is because of the energy that comes with the truth. It comes with a lot of persecution, man. It's not an easy walk. That's why brothers run away from it. It's pressure, man. You gotta be strong to be in this truth, man. If you wanna be a real and do the truth, rebuke, you're gonna have a lot of enemies, man. Something that you gotta be mentally strong and spiritually strong.
Wise, man.
Yeah, but what is wisdom? I like explaining.
Wisdom is the application of knowledge. So, in the
Right.
Bible,
So what is it when he said open rebuke is better than love? What is it for you?
it's better to be corrected than someone.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'll give you an example. Like, let's say, for instance, you're crossing the road, yeah, and the brother said, there's a car, and then he just leads you to this, say, there's a car, careful, The brother is not shouting at you because he hates you, because he don't want you to get hit
He's
by
passionate.
Yeah, of course.
The problem is in this system, people are made very feminine. Do you understand, Malak? Don't worry, man. That's nothing, man. It's gonna be worse than Jacob's trouble, man. We're gonna walk around with a lot of things. So that's my point is this: look, you want to be like that. In this country, people are you grew up like that. You have a way of doing things like me. I come from West Africa, and also my background is French. Yeah, because I was born in France, live a bit there, back and forth, got married there, live a bit there. I used to go there back and forth. That's what I know. And us, we like that. We strict, man. My background is strict. My stepdad was a Levite from Benin. That's where I grew up. People don't know where I come from. That's why they don't understand me. I'm not a wicked guy. I'm just a passionate in the street brother. People have different spirit. That's my spirit. I don't go around telling people, I'm not perfect myself. Sometimes I use, But how much more or how many ways do you have to speak the truth? Like the brother said, if the brother is about to be killed by, say, bro, move quickly, the guy's coming. You shouting, but it's passion. You want to be like, hey, brother, there's a car that's coming. It's coming now. You're going to be hit. It's coming. Be careful. What kind of nonsense is that, bro?
Yeah.
Come on, man. We Jake, man. We Israelite. We full of passion, man. That's all it is. Yeah, but Malak, carry on. You were saying.
Still one.
Yeah, so you basically speak about how false balance is an abomination to the Lord. Our first, the deliverance in Egypt was on the floor. This deliverance that's coming is going to be
That's
man. That's a balance, man.
Just like in the beginning, the snake, he was crawling, but now he's flying.
Yeah,
the dragon is a snake that's flying.
That's right, man. That's right.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
He was on the floor. Then he evolved into a dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns.
That's
man.
right.
It's like a Pokemon when Pokemon's the
Right.
evolve, man. But this Ezekiel chapter 20 and verse 33. As I live, saith Yahweh power, surely with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with fury pulled out will I rule over you.
Right.
That hand is basically the Lord beaming brothers up, man.
Right. So Malak. Yeah.
Ezekiel chapter 20 verse 33. As I live, saith Yahweh power, surely with a mighty hand, that's the angels, because they
Right.
was the mighty hand, right? It says, and with a stretched out arm, that's beaming brothers up, right? And with fury poured out, will I rule over you. and I will bring you out from the people, and will gather you out of the countries wherein ye are scattered. That's
Right.
Europe, you know, America,
Right.
Asia, all
Right.
these places, right? It says, with a mighty hand, with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out. Verse 35, and I will bring you into the wilderness of the people,
Right.
and there will I plead with you face to face, like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, saith Yahweh power. And I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I will bring you into the bond of the covenants.
Right.
Verse 38, and I will purge out from among you the rebels, and them that transgress against me. I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh.
You see that? So you have to break it down, my life.
So basically, the Lord said, with a stretched out arm, man, you know, He's gonna gather us. Basically, that stretched out arm is, you know, brothers being beamed up, and it said from the countries that were scattered, He's gonna bring us to the wilderness. So getting, you know, getting beamed up from the chariot is just one step to the stairs, man. There's
Right.
extra steps that people gotta take, like the wilderness, man.
Because it's not over, man.
It's not over.
It's not over. So, you know, you cannot play with doctrine. Yeah? You cannot bear false witness.
right.
You cannot be a snake in his shoe.
right.
You cannot commit adultery in his shoe. Okay, meaning take someone else's wife and thinking it's okay. Okay? You cannot take the bag from Amalek in his shoe and come with new doctrine every month. Okay, you cannot be a wicked, trying to destroy a brother, hate your brother. Not in this truth, man. Alright, so if you do that and you do the work, what's gonna happen? You may be saved out of these you know, out of Babylon. But what's gonna happen that you're gonna now be taken through the way of the chariots to the wilderness, and then over there you're gonna be purged. So the Most High gonna purge the wicked, man.
Right.
You know, you're not gonna enter into the kingdom, basically. So imagine doing the work here, all this work that you did, when you were wicked, and then next thing you know, you're not part of the whole thing, man. You're not part of the governing body, the 144. Before you can get away with things. Oh yeah, I can do whatever I want anyway. It doesn't matter. The Most High will have mercy on me anyway. No. You see. So the wilderness is a very important part of this truth, man. All right. Allah, can you read the Matthew 11 and 6? Well, I go to Matthew 24. Matthew 24.
That's what? From the top?
Huh?
From the top?
Yeah, 24, start at 10.
You ready?
Yeah.
This is Matthew chapter 11, verse 6. And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me. Verse 7.
You see? So blessed is thee whosoever shall not be offended in me. So you shouldn't be offended when the truth is spoken righteously. You shouldn't be offended, man. You know? If you're offended, that means that you're doing something that's not wrong. That's not right. You know? Carry on, Malak.
Verse 7. And as they departed,
No,
Yahweh
verse 6. That's it, verse 6. Matthew 10.
24 and 10, yeah?
Yeah.
This is Matthew, chapter 24. And I'm going to start at verse 10.
And it's windy as well, so speak loud.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another.
Ooh, you see that? And many shall be offended and shall betray one another. So, hey, look out for the betrayal, man.
It says, and many false prophets shall rise and deceive many.
Mayan, look out for the false brethren, man.
False prophets.
The false brethren, prophet, look out for the betrayal, man. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't be too open with brother that call you about trying to talk about Yara or Lakama. Be careful, man. There's rules out there, man. We don't know what their motive is. Wolf in sheep clothing, man. We don't know what their motive is, man. adamant, you know, in calling brothers to change their mind, to sway their mind, telling that, oh, the brother is being brainwashed. What are you talking about? We're doing the work, man. I'm just a leader of a camp, and we're doing the work. The brother has his camp as well. That he got with another brother. So he's a man of his own, man. This is a brother of wisdom. He might be young, but he's a brother of wisdom, man. And you're learning the truth, but you gotta understand that not everyone that's claimed to be in the truth is in the truth, man. We're gonna say it like that. Yeah. This is the time. This is what, when I say what time it is, this is that time. Okay? False brethren.
I got a precept.
Bring that up.
This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters.
See? No man can serve two masters.
For either he will hate the one and love the other,
That's it.
or else he will hold to thee the one and despise the other. He cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon.
So either you're wicked or you're good in this truth, man. You know, because remember, when Yahweh was telling the disciple to go and fish, he was telling them, bring, you know, both bad and good.
Right.
So some of the bad got in the truth too.
Yeah.
The corrupting and the word.
That's right.
And the fruit is showing, man.
And the fruit is false doctrine.
False doctrine, you know, bearing false witness, hating, you know, poisoning the mind of brothers, and dwelling in sin and being unrepentant.
That's right.
And that's just the truth, man.
That's right.
Now kill the prophet because he told the truth.
My
You do that.
enemy because I tell you the truth.
You know what I'm saying? Let me find out.
O'Connor, you want to get that one, yeah? You know what? I'm gonna get this one. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 1. For the ungodly said reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Galatians 4 and 6. Galatians 4 and 16. Malak, read it from the top.
This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6. It's like a Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 1. For the ungodly said reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy.
So going to that reincarnation, when brothers using that precept to prove reincarnation, when you read the first the first verse of that chapter,
yeah,
it speaks of those who don't believe in God.
Ungodly.
He speaks of the ungodly.
That's right.
And it's like the ungodly are speaking out, are thinking out loud, and they're telling you what? Read it.
It says, this is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 1. For the ungodly said reasoning with themselves,
Right.
but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy.
You see that?
Was there any man known to have returned from the grave?
You see that?
See?
You see that?
You got people out there on Instagram saying, or they're posting them on the beach and all this stuff.
Right.
And they're saying, live life once.
YOLO.
Live good. If you were to meet someone in the world right now, ask them, what happens when you die? They're going to be like, man, I just believe that
when you die, you die. And after that's it.
That's what
the Bible says. It's not talking about, when you die, you don't come back. Nigga.
Hey, man, but it just shows, man, am I there for your enemy because I tell you the truth?
So, read Galatians 4 and 16 now. Are you done, Malak?
There was more in that, but
Yeah.
I think it was verse 5 he started.
Yeah.
Verse 5, yeah?
Yeah.
It says, Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 5, for our time is a very shadow that passeth away,
Right.
and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again.
Exactly. And also, you know, if you want to really get deep into it, also what it means is this, yeah? What it means is this. When you die in this body, you die, you know.
That's right.
You don't come back to the same body. That's it. It goes in the ground and it's disposed of. That's it. Now when you come back to the next thing, how you doing? You good, yeah? I saw you in the park last time, you know.
In the park?
Yes.
I was
I was training.
I was here, yeah. It was my neighbour.
I was training.
And his girlfriend. I don't know his girlfriend, but a friend.
You
And
came up and then boom.
I went
By the
up-
time I say hi, but you didn't see me.
I didn't see you now.
Yes.
No.
But I was working. I was like, oh, that's the guy I know him. How you doing, my bro? You good, yeah?
Get back to him face the most. But you know, we won. You know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I was trying to tell you at the beginning. But you said you didn't understand what I
Don't
was
worry, it's all good, my brother. Love,
You know now, you know.
love,
Good, yeah?
love. Yeah, bro. Carry on, man.
Oh, you can. Let me read that again, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 5.
Have you read the 4:16 yet? No, yeah.
Okay, Khan, this is
Oh, yeah. You have to finish that. Yeah.
Khan, it's like this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 5. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away,
Right.
and after our end there is no returning.
Right.
For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again.
Right. So, like I said to the spirit, like I explained that already, man.
That's right,
You know what I'm saying? But that's actually what the ungodly think. That's how they think.
That's right.
So how you gonna use that to say, you know, that reincarnation is it's the light is not the light is clearly not in a lot of brothers in this truth, man. And when you speak the truth, people say, oh, this and that. I felt in my spirit that I have to speak the truth. I don't care if you hate me, man. You can hate me more, but I will stand by righteousness. Because to be honest, I'm not scared. If brother is scared, then it's difficult for them to move. I am not scared. So I feel confident in what I do, and I believe that I speak the truth, and that's that, man. I never disrespect no one. I always brought love to brother. I try to build brother, but it is what it is. But we're gonna speak the truth. One thing about me, I'm gonna speak the truth, man. That's my spirit. So Mark, I say again, if you got an issue with that, go and complain to Yahweh. Don't come to me. Don't come to me, man. And let me tell you, let me make it clear. I'm about peace. I'm building with brothers. I am not going back into calling no brothers that I know don't like me and no speaking bad about me. At this point, I have to play chess. At this point, I have to use wisdom. Okay? It's better, man. If you see me, you don't want to say hi to me, it's fine. We don't gotta be friends or brothers. But I'll love those who love me. And those who hate me, I will stay away from them. Come on, man.
And I also
Okay.
wanted to say about this precept in Wisdom of Solomon 2. That basically, the brother brought a precept one time about how Daniel will stand on his last end. So Daniel won't be in the same body he was in thousands of
Malak,
years
read it.
ago.
Go to Daniel 12 and 13, I believe. Let's read that again.
This is Daniel. Daniel chapter 12 and verse 13, and it reads. It says, "But go thou thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days."
Right, so read that again, Malak.
Daniel chapter 12 verse 13. "But go thou thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest."
So
and
go
stand-
down that way, simply go through your destiny. So a man has a line of destiny.
That's right. That's right.
All right. So from the beginning all the way to the kingdom. But that's the last part.
Yeah.
That's the
Finish line.
destination, the finish line.
That's right.
You got a destiny.
That's right.
And you came in many bodies. In and out, in and out, in and out. That's what I say. Carry on.
It says, "But go thou thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest."
See, thou shalt rest, and rest is to sleep. And that's apparently when you read Job 3, from 11 to 18 and whatever, it tells you that you go to a place of rest. Other people, when you die, people say, "Rest in peace, my brother. Rest in peace, my sister. Rest in peace, mom. Rest in peace, dad." Because you're resting in the Shemayim. Go on.
And stand in thy lot.
And
at the
stand
end
in
of
thy
the days.
lot. So that means when you stand, you come back on earth to do what you're supposed to do. That's why the prophet of old come back again to be prophets.
That's what
Okay?
Ezra said in
Right, bring that out as well.
2 Ezra 16 and verse, I believe it's at verse
No, 15. Is it 16, 17, 15? Check 17.
17, yeah? I don't think it's 17. I think it's...
It is, man. Second address, 15, 17 or 16, 17. Where are you, 15 or 16?
I'm at 15.
Yeah, if it's 16, it's 17. Go on. Check 17.
Oh, Salakia, I think you're right, 15, yeah? Oh, come on, Salakia, 16. Second Ezra 16 and verse 17. Woe is me, woe is me.
Right.
Who will deliver me
Right.
in those days?
So woe is me, woe is me. So the Most High, first of all, you go start at 14. Start at 14.
This is Second Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 14. Behold, the plagues of sin, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
Right.
Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returning not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Woe is me, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?
And we're talking about what? He talks about what? You know, I think at some point he talks about, let me see something.
Oh, God, it says, verse 18, the beginning of sorrows. Is that the part?
No, you got that one as well, but you got another one. Let me check quickly, yeah? Bear with me.
Deliver me in those days, you see that?
You know what I mean?
See, oh, that's the brother. Yeah. I think it's coming here again.
Yeah, read 13.
Okay, Second Ezra 16 and 13. And it reads, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow.
You see?
His arrows that he shooteth are sharp,
The missile.
and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
You see that?
And a literal arrow can't go to the ends of the world.
Exactly.
Man.
So that's the missile. So therefore, talks about the end of the time. Now read 17.
Verse 17. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days?
In those days, the day when they start shooting them arrows from one end to the missile.
That's powerful.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
So that means that the Esdras is right there with us, doing the work as well. Esdras is right there doing the work with us. Esdras.
That's right.
Do you get that?
That's right. And if
Don't
Esdras
worry,
is
you
here
will get
today,
it.
that
I know.
means-
I get it, bro.
Yeah. And if Esdras is here today, that means that reincarnation is biblical, man.
Yeah.
And that's the scripture that says, you know how first for his sins, then for his own sins.
Right.
I can't remember that precept.
Oh, that's hold on.
You know, first for his sins, you know, then for his people. This he did once. You know.
It's in Hebrew for sure.
Let's go to Hebrews real quick. You know. What does that mean, man? First for his sins, because we know Yahushua didn't sin when he was Yahushua.
Yeah, Hebrews 7 and 27.
This is Hebrews chapter 7 and verse 27. Who needeth not daily as those high priests to offer up sacrifice first for his own sins and then for the people's. For this he did once when he offered up himself.
So you talk about Yahushua that did what the priests were doing back in time.
That's right.
Say that again, please.
He talks about, it's an analogy to explain what Yahushua did. He did it once, what the priest used to do in and out.
The ultimate sacrifice.
Yes, he did it once. Read it again.
This is Hebrews chapter 7. And I'm going to start verse, what verse again?
27.
Hebrews chapter 7 and verse 27. Who needeth not daily as those high priests to offer up sacrifice first for his own sins and then for the people's. For this he did once when he offered up himself.
So these explain, and people don't understand. It's like, oh, it talks about the priest. Yes, it do talk about the priest, but Yahushua is a priest as well.
Yeah.
What he did what these people were doing.
That's right.
So he said, I'll explain it to you. When you read Hebrew 9,
Right.
it tells you what the priests were used to do in 10 as well. They will go every year, they will go in the Holy of Holy, and then they will give, a sacrifice
A lamb.
for them, a lamb for them, and for the people,
Yeah. In the temple, right?
the temple. So Yahushua did, he said, he gave
Himself.
the spiritual,
Yeah.
he gave a sacrifice for himself first, then for Israel. Now ask yourself, why will he that is pure, that didn't sin, while he was living as Yahushua, would give a lamb as a sacrifice for himself? Because of the past life. He was Solomon. And we can go even in second, but we're not going to do that. 2 Samuel, 7, to prove what we're saying, man. Hey, he's given, right? He's given to those who are spiritual, man. We can go to no, not that one, that's different. But you gotta understand, man, it's a spiritual thing. The most I have to open your eyes for you to be able to see. Otherwise, you ain't gonna see, man.
This is a precept. I believe it's in.
Otherwise, you ain't gonna see.
I believe it's in Corinthians, because Yahushua was also Adam as well.
Yeah.
I believe it's in.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Obviously, that one we're talking about is just a quick one. We didn't mean to do. We will do like a proper one, Hold on. Hey, man, he went hard, man.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen it, man.
I'm scared of that.
Man is ready for war. Yeah, I think he's is it 1 Corinthians 15, 45 and 47? You got that one, and there's another one.
That's the one. 1 Corinthians 15 and 45. And so it is written, the first man Adam was made a living soul, the last Adam was made a quickening spirit. Now if you read NLT, it will tell you that
let me read it.
NLT. Hey man, the NLT and these Bible scholars, they know that Yahushua was Adam, man.
Malak, man, let me even go to the Bible scholars, like, because they do a diligent search, man.
That's right.
The
NLT will tell you something very powerful, man, on this precept.
Yeah, so he says, the first man, Adam, became a living person, but the last man, that is a Mashiach,
There you go.
is a life-giving spirit, man.
Mashiach.
Come on, man. So reincarnation is a real thing, man. Let me read it verbatim, yeah. How you say verbatim? Verbatim or whatever, verbatim, yeah, verbatim. The first man, Adam, became a living person, but the last Adam, that is Christ, is a life-giving spirit.
It's Christ.
Christ, a Mashiach. Yahushua, man.
So why would the Bible scholar in the end of New Living Translation say that Adam, the last Adam, is Yahushua?
Exactly. All right.
He was the last Adam. Because he was Adam. Like the brother says, those that are spiritual that will receive, man.
Yeah, the thing is, in this truth, it's like if you're not spiritual, it's gonna be hard for you to get a lot of things.
Stumbling block, man.
If you're not spiritual, it's gonna be hard for you to really grow and to get to a certain level. It's just the truth, man. It's just the truth, You gotta be spiritual in this truth to grow, man. If you're not, it's gonna be hard for you.
This is
But like get Amos 5 and 10.
What about Galatians?
Did you read it?
No.
4 and 16, you didn't read it?
No.
It's like I read it.
What, verse 16?
Yeah. Galatians 4 and 16.
This is Galatians chapter 4, verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
See, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
What's the second one?
The second one is Amos 5 and 10. You know what I mean? Huh?
You know myself, dodgy.
Very.
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 10.
Right.
They hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
So if you a rebuker, if you speak, meaning a rebuker means, let me go to a rebuker, man. Let me go to the definition of the rebuker.
And they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
Woo, they abhor him that speaketh. So if you speak truth, yeah, you're gonna be hated, man. So most of the time people don't hate you because you're wicked. In this truth, they hate you. Look at Apostle Taha.
Look at Martin Luther King though.
Right, Martin Luther King,
They hated them, bro.
Malcolm X, they will kill you, man, if they
They
can.
would assassinate you.
They will
Look at
assassinate you,
Look at
man.
John F. Kennedy.
Yeah, but the thing is, like me, the way my spirit is, man, like, bro, I don't know, bro, but I don't think people can stop me from speaking the truth, man. I mean, that can, if happen, I mean, but I'm saying, as long as I'm alive, you know, Lord willing, I'll speak the truth, man. I don't care. People can say whatever. People are entitled to their opinion, man. You know, and that's not me being pride. That's just real. Because people, if we sit down right now and have a council, they're going to be speechless. Because what are they going to say about me? What are they going to say? It's not proven. Because I'm going to debunk it by facts. I'm not perfect, but I know where I love women. And sometimes, when I was in the world, I used to commit adultery. So I got my demons. You know, so let's read the rebuker before we close out, man. Hey, they say.
Spirit, as soon as it came in, it stopped.
Yeah, they say. Definition of a rebuker, right? Say, someone will find fault. Now, a lawgiver find fault. A man of the law will find fault, isn't it? He found fault, he would think about it. Say, or impute blame. See? Synonym, reproacher, reprover, upbraider. You know, type of authority. Person who exercise control over others. But I don't exercise control over others.
Rebuke?
Yeah. Rebuker. So yeah, so with that, we're going to turn to the east. And we're going to give our praises. Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Wahar, Wakar, Wadash, Wam Yeshurala, Abad, Babal. You know? Shalom, my brothers. I love you, you know.
Shalom.
I love you, brothers, man. I love you. I love those who hate me too. I love you, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Love you.
You know?
Trust
I love my enemies, man.
Yeah, that's what we got to do, man.
Yeah, see.
Don't repay evil.